Hey everyone, D-Dub Squizzy here, and welcome back to Swordflight. I hope you all had a great Thanksgiving. If you celebrate that, if you don't, you should. It's a really nice holiday, lots of fun. I love Thanksgiving. Okay, so we are now in Swordflight Chapter 4. We finished Chapter 3 last episode on the run from an angry ancient blue dragon, and now we're trapped in a cave system beneath the Cloud Peak Mountains. Chapter 4. Yeah, difficult, why not? Make your next selection to start the module proper. When it begins with the cutscenes, possible players you're replaying might want to sit through it. We'll start the opening cutscene. Typical. Twisted Rune, always opportunists. He keeps going on about that whole being free thing. That's a bad deal. Alright. This is a dead end. Yeah, that really didn't go well. Whole ship went down. Everyone's dead now. This the way back up. That's now... yeah, it's up the cave. Why would we split up? We never split up. Lines are all awaiting. Headed dead end. Looks like we can keep going here. Need to continue on a due course. While I was waiting here, got to think about all the friends we lost, and the Sword of Valkur was destroyed. Most or all of the crew was killed. We've been so busy running for our own lives, hardly time to think about it. Not much we can do about it. I do want to get out of these caves eventually. Let's make sure our spells are ready, our gear equipped, and so forth. Right, yeah. Why don't you just wear your stuff? Great axe +2. Must be mine. Don't know why she has that, but whatever. Broken sword as a thought. Okay, put on the rest of your stuff. Yeah, piercing arrows, they're solid. Okay, well, no telling what we'll encounter down below. These are all level 11, right? Yeah, level 11. Alright. Oh, rocks fall from the ceiling. This part of the caves is dangerously unstable. Loose rocks lie about and pile of them blocks further progress. There are gaps allowing you to see a path that continues beyond them. We're gonna have to move these out of the way if we want to proceed. Doesn't seem like that should be too difficult. The rocks are loose, not too large. If I just pull this one out, a lot of it will fall away. Careful. Zarala pulls out one of the stones. A whole mass of rocks starts falling around you, damaging both you and Zarala. The rocks fall in such a way the path before you cleared out. Would have dealt 26 damage to me, but my damage resistance absorbed it. Alright. The pools. Escaping the Underdark. Yeah, I guess once you're headed down far enough, it's only a matter of time before you actually hit the Underdark. Oh yeah, typical. These are even stronger versions than the one we fought before. Well, hey, the more of those that they use, I think the more damage output I can get on them. And not put myself in much danger. How would you like to fight a worthless bear that you can kill in like 0.2 seconds? Gonna summon another one, Zarala? Yes, you are. Nope, fight that. No. And how bad does your armor class have to be to get hit by that thing? Okay, please tell me that she's out of bears. I think she is. Yeah, that's what I have to resort to. Fortunately, because those bears don't get any stronger as you gain levels, that won't always be a problem. Like, they will just die faster and faster as time goes on. Large mounds of rocks and boulders block the path. We'll have to get around this. Try to shove some of the boulders out of the way. A lot of them look awfully heavy. There's a bit of a gap between the pile and the ceiling. Might be possible to climb over it. Looks quite tricky. We could manage to get across this way at least, or it seems like this little lake goes under the rocks, comes out on the other side. Be a long and dangerous swim. We might be able to. Attempt to move the rocks. Rocks are heavy, not a match for your great strength. You soon have them cleared out. And I'm only at 26, right? Yeah. And that's strong. 613 pounds. That's really strong. Oh, great. Greater water elementals. Mixed in with a bunch of regular and huge water elementals. Okay, you're definitely going to stick there. Alright, so I'm just going to drop right here this. How long are you down for? There we go. Are there any graders near me? No. Okay, let's carve these ones up pretty quick then. I need to get in there and help her. They will kill her fast. I don't mind the other methods and elementals. They can hit you hard. They got some annoying abilities, but they're manageable. But that stupid knockdown thing that water methods have is the worst. Okay, I need to get in there. The greater ones are going to destroy her. Stop! Oh, there's a greater one right on top of me. Kill that. There we are. Did she use that entire dove's heart? No, she still has it. You know, I thought she had a Kalashite short sword, and I thought Kalashite short swords were keen. That was their whole, like, special cool thing. Okay. Lava. Guess we're not done with the elementals. Whew. Okay, these guys will mess with our ability to move, probably. Stay here for the moment. Okay, here's what's gonna happen. You are gonna follow me on an attack. You're just gonna support. There's a lot of them, but they're big and they're bulky. Only so many of them can get to us at a time if we play this right. How much are the huge ones worth? 14. That's a lot of work for 14 experience. Okay, so far I'm not seeing any greater ones getting out here. It's just the regulars and the huges. I think this will mark the end of most of the huge ones. A lot of the greater ones are still kind of filtering in. But I'm not all that afraid of them. They rarely hit. When they do, it's generally not too bad. Even though they're still pretty durable. One of the advantages to fighting Earth Elementals, not really advantages, but one of the things that makes them a little easier to handle than most other Elementals, is the fact that they don't have any sort of elemental attacks, like element damage. They're just bludgeoning. That's it. And they could do some debilitating effects, but no like bypassing damage resistance kind of stuff, and no instant death range touch nonsense that a lot of things do have. Okay, so we have a greater there, regular Earth Elemental there, greater there. Yeah, that's Stonehold. Got him. Okay. I cannot relate how unafraid of Earth methods I am. She's a squishier target, but much harder to hit. I think air elementals, while annoying and still reasonably powerful, They're probably going to be the easiest ones to take down, because I don't think they have any fire resistance, so I can output a lot of damage. Assuming there's any down here. I guess of all the types of elementals, air elementals are the ones you're least likely to encounter down here, but it's the Underdark, and they, frankly, have as much weird wind-like stuff down there as anyone else. Okay, what's up with this? This crystalline outgrowth glows oddly, the result of some sort of magic. What's going on? It's been affected by the weak planar boundaries in this area, and it's been absorbing elemental magic. I can sense it. I wonder if we could tap into the magic and draw from it. See what I can do. You're unable to find any useful way to manipulate the magical energies. I can't do anything. Perhaps you can. Have an affinity for this sort of magic, so let's see. She spends a little time examining the crystal. There are a number of uses to which it could be directed. What do you think is best? So provide 35% immunity and 4 resistance to all elemental damage for 12 hours. Provide 3 constitution and 1 regeneration for 12. Effective resting, restoration of health, and refreshment of spells, and a one-time boost of 300 XP. Increases the number of available respawns by 1, reduces XP or cost level for respawning by 1. That's it? The XP cost a level for respawning by 1? That's nothing. I mean, I guess that is a permanent upgrade. I never use respawning anyway, though. Let's take the immunity. Okay, so we can expect to find fire elementals down here. Yeah. Can't imagine how I put 2 and 2 together there. Okay, I'm not too worried about most of y'all. I even get sonic resistance. Cool. Does she not get fire resistance? Actually, no, she absorbed quite a bit of fire from that attack. Okay, so coupled with the necklace, I think what this pretty much does is give me an impervious barrier to all elemental forms of damage. If I have the right necklace on. Okay, not quite impervious, but very close. That thing probably did upwards of like 30, 40 damage, and I took nothing from it. Okay, that's a greater huge fire elemental. That thing's going to be a handful. Speaking of, I should actually back off. I wonder what the difference between a magma and a fire method is. Because there doesn't seem to be much of one. Oh, you should not be in there. Zarala, you are going to die. Get out of there. Okay. If there's only one of those things, I think I can take it. I wonder if it'd be unnerving for a creature like that to see something like me, which it likely recognizes very immediately, just come charging through a pool of lava, completely unharmed by it, and just start cutting into him. With a weapon that is literally on fire. Tell you the truth, I'd probably be annoyed if I was him. Be like, this is supposed to be my place of refuge. Chasm? This is where all the air elementals are going to be, then? Bat's curious about being confronted by a half-orc, apparently a rare sight here, who's willing to communicate. Anything interesting going on? Informs you the recent invasion of the caves by various elemental creatures, who they avoid as potentially dangerous. Not exactly something you didn't already know. They do indicate there are probably more such ahead. Anything valuable? It manages to give you a few colored stones it found installed in the cave ceiling. Alright. talk to this one? Okay. So then these two. Cool. I just make friends with whatever animals are around. Okay, another magic crystal. Can I just stack my elemental resistances and just curb stomp every elemental? Crystal seems to absorb elemental magic. Though this one I'm not sure it'll be that easy to make use of. It's not as stable as I'd like. It'd be dangerous to try to siphon any off, though perhaps, if instead of trying to absorb directly from it, we broke off a shard of the crystal, we could use it to release various magical effects. Could be a little tricky. It would require very precise cutting or expert control of magic energy. Yeah, I'm not good at any of this. You try. These are all attempts to carefully remove a shard of crystal without releasing it. Little magic does escape, damaging both of you, but she succeeds. Looks like we absorbed like all of it. I don't think either of us took any damage. Cool. She has like a bunch of innate resistances, though. I have to rely on everything external. Chain lightning, elemental shield, energy buffer, regenerate. Well, I've got 10 charges of chain lightning is basically what this tells me. Which I will take. What level is that shot at? 20, as opposed to 15. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's only got 10 charges. Okay, so that's where we're headed. Ooh. Okay, they use sonic and lightning. They can also knock you down, actually. Run. Okay, yeah, they shouldn't be that harmful to you. The only advantage to fighting them over water elementals is that air elementals don't actually, they don't attempt a ranged touch with water, which water elementals do, or water methods do. These ones have to hit you with a saving throw, and I'm really good at saving throws. Terrible with ranged touches, because I don't know how you get good against a ranged touch. Everything seems to have one that's really annoying. But saving throws, those I can handle. Okay, I'm going to keep this necklace on, because I don't know exactly what I'm dealing with out here. Yeah, keep shooting them. No, don't do that. I wanted you to shoot them. Greater... Oh, they look like they have sonic guards up. Go through them. Yeah, they were hitting us with their big boy elemental attacks. Yeah, sonic protection. Fortunately, I have a slight protection against that. And they are the only ones that have no fire resistance. Nexus. That does not sound ideal. I feel like something bad is going to be in here. Flame gate, water gate, earth gate, lightning gate. Looks like I'm going to have to go get a bunch of elemental stuff. Assuming... Yeah. Ooh boy. Huge elder. Ooh boy. That's probably... Oh, that's really not good. Okay. We're gonna have a tough fight on our hands here. If there aren't any greater ones, and it's just that the Elder and a bunch of weaker minions, this might not be that bad. If it's like the groups we encountered with an extra big boss in them, this could be a handful. I mean, it'll probably be about the same as them. I imagine an Elder's not going to be that much worse. I should throw that up, though. Oh, no, here it comes. Okay. Just attack. I'm fighting that one. Because I think I'm going to have to. Ow. That is with all of my protections and resistances. And it looks like it deals electric and sonic damage on hit. Hits that I don't imagine it's ever going to miss. But its armor class doesn't seem unbeatable. I just gotta out-damage it. I really prefer not to end a stack of my potions, but I don't think I got a choice. It's an actual fight, I'll give it that. Gotcha. Now it's time for the rest of yous. Rod of Elemental Energy. Elemental Air Energy. Okay, I'm gonna put this here. One. Yeah, that'll stay. All of these guys, I imagine, are going to try to electrocute me. Yeah, I figured my resistances would take care of it anyway. Well, I have 12 hours, so I would like to avoid resting as long as I can. Water elementals usually aren't that bad. If the Elder Water, because I'm assuming there's going to be an Elder of each, if an Elder Water Elemental tries to sever itself, that's half its hit points gone right away, which is a pretty major hit. Okay, that's where they are. If I can take out half of that thing's hit points, I should be able to sort of hamstring it, and maybe I can kill it before it can do much else. Didn't draw you guys out like an army. Actually, most of you don't have a ranged attack. There's the Elder. The Elder has a permanent aura. Didn't even have to put that up. Well, no, I took a shot. So it probably did put that up. That sever self thing, though, that really does hurt water elementals a lot. And I imagine it's probably a pretty powerful version of it if the Elder does it. Probably a lot harder to save against, because I have to roll a 1 to fail a save, and even if I do, I'm immune to it. Right. Water touches. The elemental, or the methods, of course, will try to knock me down. I might have to do a lot of step up, get touched by them so I can fall down, and then step back. Nonsense over and over again. But I'll kill as many elementals as I can without having to resort to that. Who knows, I might be able to, in one round, kill a water elemental with ranged weaponry before it can even respond. Shoot you from here. Yes, I can. Gonna need that bard song again. Yeah, with her, with the length of her bard songs now, you basically never run out of them. She already had a ton of bard songs a day. And now they last 10 times as long as they do at the start. Okay, well its armor class isn't that good, but it's uninjured after taking 20-30 points of damage. Oh, that's not good. Okay, you're gonna need to fight it. At least for a second, while I get back up. Heal yourself, Sarala. Ow! Oh, great. Now I have to reload. Okay, so that thing has that same stupid, nonsensical ranged touch, so if I'm gonna fight it like this, I have to do it away from the others. Or kill enough of them that they're not nearby anymore. I think the ranged touch that they never seem to hit with is the water one. Or not. Maybe I've got that backwards. There we go. Get in there. Let's kill that thing. It does not sever itself. We're gonna have to chew it all the way down. Also, how do you knock down so effectively? I have a really good discipline. Oh my goodness, what was that? Oh, what the? How does it do that? You have to make a fortitude save. Okay. So I have rolled a 1 on a fortitude save against its aura, and that apparently deals all but like 1 hit point of your health as cold damage. My goodness. Well, if possible, why are you over there? If possible, I would really like to avoid the use of my my last enrage, because I feel like there's going to be a worse one than this. Really? Did I roll a 1? I did. I can't. It'll kill me. It actually missed us with that thing. Man, it just has so many hit points. Doesn't help that it makes every knockdown attack successfully. It's things like that that make me think I should forego levels in Druid, because they seem to be getting me pretty diminishing returns. The spells are handy. Mostly the buffing spells. Barkskin, most notable among them. But also things like Freedom and Death Ward. But I can also subsidize those with potions. Animal Summoning is meh at best. It works as a decent enough distraction when I need it to. I don't know, I'm questioning its usefulness. Okay, I'm gonna save now, because this is better than I've done against it so far. Don't know why I even try to knock this thing down. Well, of course. No, I'm not gonna lose all of this to a 1 roll. It's just stupid. I don't understand that effect anyway. How does this thing deal like 300 damage just by virtue of being near you? Can't even get away and heal because it can auto-knock you down. Thank you. I'm not making any money off any of this either. Good XP, but no money. There you go. Path down. Wonder if I could actually just skip this area entirely. I don't intend to find out. I've got no reason to skip it. I'm going through. So you got a 41 armor class. That thing's armor class is... That's a mimic. Guarantee you that's a mimic. There's 2 of them. Okay, so that was... I guess you just have to open it. That's the only real way to make this work. Because apparently if you strike it, it just gives you 1,000 of them. It sounds like a goblin, too, for some reason, which is really unnerving. That thing hit me with a 2. 2 plus 39. My goodness. At least it's another mimic dead. For what little that's worth. Okay, going up as a barbarian? Yeah. Uncanny dodge 4. Plus 3 bonus on reflex saving throws to avoid traps. Retains dex bonus. Did my save go up? I think my save just went up and that was it. It's a bonus, I'll take it. Interesting. Okay, so this must be earth elementals over here. So it looks like this could probably offer a path that would allow you to skip all the elemental nonsense if you want to, and go straight to the exit. Which I could understand why someone would want to, because it's sort of horrible. Come here, bud. I probably won't do anything terrible to you. There's not an abundance of huges, but I imagine the Elder, one of these things, is going to be bad. Let's step back, actually. That way we don't give the Elder a chance to notice us. Okay, kill the huge one. No, kill the huge one. So her armor class is only 41. I think that ghostly visage thing that she has really helps out. She doesn't have it. Her armor class takes a hit. Okay, so while much tougher and generally much scarier, Earth Elementals aren't as debilitating to fight as most of the water ones are. Just because they have fewer extenuating effects. I wonder if the Fire Elemental's going to have a similar fire aura to that Water Elemental, because I would hate that. Have to keep rolling saves to evade the thing's instant death effects. Okay, is that just a regular Earth Elemental over there? There's the Elder. Are you guys going to try to slow me? Is that what you do? I don't know what they do. I'm not all that afraid of Earth methods. But I feel like these Elder Elementals are a much higher level than me. They've probably got like 5 levels on me. Yeah, those are slows. Okay. I'm gonna have to wait for those to wear off, but no. No, what do you think you're doing? Oh, that's what that is. That's acid. I didn't know you guys had acid. Why are you doing that? I tell you to sit still, stop charging. What am I gonna do with you? Do I have to put you in timeout or something? Stay in the corner. I get that other method's attention too. I might not be able to fight this Elder Earth Elemental for a little bit, because I'm not going to do it when I'm not hasted, of course. There's a possibility, though, that I might just have to go start softening up the Fire Elemental now. Go kill all of his minions. Things like that. What are you doing? You guys okay? Now he notices. Dang it, I was hoping to catch him before he could put up any of his defenses. They have potions of cure light wounds. Like a bunch of them. Now you use it. Second I draw my bow to shoot at him. Okay. And I'm hasted, so now I can go to work on this thing. Let's see what it does. If I just charge it straight up, are you going to cast magic at me? And use Stonehold. Ooh, that is a powerful stone skin. Oh. That thing's doing acid damage. But it is not hasted? It's not hasted. Okay, so I imagine it might be a war of attrition, but we can get away from it. I've noticed that it's not swinging that fast. It's getting like 1 or 2 attacks a round. But it's hitting on all of them, and it's doing a lot of damage. That's manageable, though, as long as it doesn't unveil some other nasty trick halfway through this fight. Ooh, I can take it. Like, if it suddenly starts knocking me down or something, then we're in trouble. You want to do something? Okay, now suddenly it's swinging faster. My goodness. Oh, ouch. Okay, but I can run away and heal. You should not have gotten an attack of opportunity. It's a good thing there are no especially bad effects to her dying in close proximity to some sort of weakened elemental barrier. Like, she doesn't just instantly perma-die. Nothing like that happens. Oh my goodness. It's gotta be near death. Actually near death, not this game's version of near death, which is 200 hit points. There it goes. Took an entire stack of potions, but this is why I have them. Oop, no, don't drink another. Okay. So this just leaves the Fire Boy. Just gonna do that preemptively. Okay, so lots of fire elementals. That's it. curious what the internal differences between damage immunity and damage resistance are. Is it just two ways for the game to say the same thing, that way they can overlap each other? Or is there an actual difference? I think this Elder's going to be a handful, too, because my extra fire damage is not going to come through on it either. That was one of the things that made that Water Elemental such a handful, is I couldn't get my full damage potential on it. In fairness, I can't get my full damage potential on any of these things. One of the advantages to using a Great Axe is the obscene degree of critical damage, especially this Great Axe. No crits go through on an Elemental, though, so they just shrug it off. But fire elementals are also different from most others, in that they have 0 debilitating effects. Like, earth elementals don't have many. Air elementals only have 1 or 2. I don't think fire elementals have any. They're all about kill you with as much fire as they can muster. Which works to my benefit. Okay. Oh, the big one noticed me. Okay. So I'm gonna think, I'm gonna need this. Okay, get in there. Don't even try to knock him down, it'll never work. Wow. That is a lot of fire damage a swing. But he doesn't get that much physical damage, and I'm absorbing the fire. There's a part of me that's tempted to reload and not use my last enrage on him so I can save it for whatever's behind those gates. And he is somehow worth more than the other 3. He was the easiest, and it's not even close. He got curb stomped, and somehow he gives me more. That makes me a little angry. It shouldn't. I was good getting over 200 a pop on those things. So to get more than just the 200 that the others were giving is a bigger bonus. But that seems unfair to me. Oh well. That's it for them. Now we can see what's at the Nexus. Shall we, Zarala? Okay, what are we going to find on the other end? Iron Golem, Bone Golems, Flesh Golems, Darrow Student, Darrow Savant. They're a handful, powerful magicians. Check crystals hooked up to some machine. Arcane roots have been carved on it, standing for protection from cold, protection from piercing, protection from falls, and immobility. Oh boy. So it's one of these crystal ones. Got it. Well, I don't know how tough they are, but if I can take this out without any of them noticing, I will. Protection from falls and immobility. That sounds like if I take this out, I can knock him down, which would be super handy fighting a Savant, because they use magic a bunch. But I get the feeling... So these magical objects that support your enemies are pretty common throughout Swordflight. I've dealt with many of them already. The most notable recent one was that altar that the Doom Knight was guarding, and that thing had 300 or 400 hit points, so this might take a little while. Fortunately, the crystals don't look like they absorb that much. They don't absorb much extra damage, you know, they just, they have a lot of hit points. So at least I'm getting all my arrow damage in. Cool. So hopefully now he is vulnerable to some stuff. So what else are we looking at here? Crit damage and petrification. Magic. I might have to go without crits on him. I don't know how powerful he is exactly, but I get the feeling I'm going to need to just start swinging at some point. Where's slashing damage? I need to get in there. He's got 2 students. Clay golems. Not ideal. Okay, let's draw out and kill the iron golems first. If I can. They're easily the biggest threat as far as golems are concerned. Why is she using that so often? Is it wearing off on her faster than it's wearing off on me? Has her dying and resurrecting done something to her? And without... Oh, she's at 45 now. Interesting. So it wasn't Ghostly Visage giving her that extra protection. I'm not sure what it was then. Was there another iron golem over here? No, it's a stone. Okay, I can handle a stone golem. Slashing and fire, that is really nice. I can take, 2 birds with 1 stone. How dare you interfere with my experience? You'll die screaming for that. For here at the Nexus of my planar distortions, no one can stop me. Oh, he put up Acid Sheath. Hate that thing. This is not even a tough bone golem. This is a regular bone golem. Yeah, Zarala, you really might have to sit this one out. Cast a spell, Clarity on me. You have energy buffer? We're gonna need to rest after all this is done. Can you cast this? Okay, no, that's just on her. Energy buffer. Okay, no, that's also just on her. Okay. I'll take what I've got. Mass haste. Me. Cool. Found something. Anti-spell resistance. I don't think so. Got it. Charge him. Man, he is just dropping fire shields like nobody's business. And of course he has knockdown, or he has... Oh my goodness. Taking lots of damage. Okay, well let's kill his buddy first. Don't like getting a bunch of that stuff sprayed at me. Nothing only worth 1? It is. I guess it is pretty easy to kill at this point. Got him. Sick. Okay, before I start looting people, because I know it's going to mess with my backpack, I'm going to kill him so I can switch out my necklace. Then I'm going to smash the rest of your crystals. Just to spite whatever Darrow experiments you were up to. Wretched creatures. Lots of stuff here. This would be where all the loot that I'm supposed to make off this is. And there's trapdoor. You still get XP for breaking him even after he's dead. That's nice. Okay, so they weren't just exploiting the planar differences or planar disturbances, they were making them. Which means with the Darrow gone, those problems should mostly solve themselves. I should actually tell her not to do that now so that she doesn't forget it this whole chapter. Change your tactics. Don't help me for locks. Effectively warded against physical or magical attack, its lock is perfectly normal. I can't do anything about that. It's a tough box. Tome of Magical Lore. I will take it. Many papers and books have been spread out. Examination indicates they're mostly notes that were made by the savant about various magical experiments, summoning elementals, drawing power from extraplanar realms. A cursory reading suggests many of these experiments were quite strange and unorthodox, as well as being extremely dangerous to himself and anyone else who might have been in the general region. Nevertheless, his expertise in conjuration appears to be considerable. It's possible much might be learned from his work. The savant's magical studies are far in advance of common knowledge about performing conjurations. Extensive study greatly improves your own understanding of this field of magic. Your ability to conjure up allies will be improved. Any elementals you summon by use of the spell summon creature 7, 8, and 9, as well as 6 for those of the animal domain, will be far more powerful. Stuff doesn't concern spells I'm able to cast. I think I'll be some better caster in general from studying. That does affect me. I summon them from scrolls pretty regularly. And now I can actually make decent use of them. 3 mind blank potions. That's nice. Okay, and then we can freely rest, which I will definitely be taking advantage of once we're done. Problem. It's meant to be brought down casting a spell doing electrical damage. Able to cast anything. It's air-based magic I have an affinity for. I could bring it down more simply if I manipulate the energies. That's if the field starts doing something. Field comes down with a blast of energy striking at you. Typical. More magical lore. Okay, so this would be the Savant's own little hideaway. Robes of Sorcery. Charisma, Concentration, Spellcraft, +1. It's like, this is all garbage, though. Not bad, only a dwarf could love. So I can summon, basically, Elder Elementals that are as strong as the things here. If I can do that, they will be a handful for bosses, because those things were brutal. Actually, let me find out. Let's see what I can summon. (26), 452, 51, attack of 42. Barely any damage. Attack 3? I don't know what that means, but epic weapon focus, specialization, improved critical. It's a fighter? You know, I never really thought about that. Yeah, weapon specialization must be a fighter. What kind of a fighter would ever use unarmed attack? I feel like a monk should be able to get that very specific weapon specialization. Okay. Well, that's pretty cool. They're at least competent summons now that will do more than keep the enemy busy for 5 seconds. They'll actually hold their own. Alright. Well, I should be able to make it down to the other exit. And I think I'm calling it. We made good progress. I had to save Zorala's life a couple of times. Alright. So I'm calling it here then. This has been a successful episode. We didn't get a ton of loot, a little bit, but lots of XP. A lot more progress being made. And more powerful elemental summons. So that is pretty cool. That's going to be it for this one, though. So, next one, I'll be seeing you where we're going deeper into the Underdark, it seems.